you know, we kept getting these messages and more friends on our Facebook and our MySpace, and the pictures are coming in, and you guys, man, I mean, I tell you guys are truly, no matter how stressful and negative things got, you guys kept us going, so thank you so much for that. So, we get this message on our MySpace page, and it says, I saw your guys' clips on YouTube. You guys should come audition for America's Got Talent. And we're like, this is back in like early March. And we're like, I talked to the guys, and I'm gonna give you the no frills, no lies, real story right here for you guys. So check this out. This guy says no. Right? I'm telling you the truth. You guys can tell the papers what you want, but I'm telling you the truth. Jimmy, we were kind of he was like, whatever. Me and Ryan were like, hell yeah, let's do it. So, we went to the audition, and we walked in with 2 ladders, because they said you got like 30 seconds to show us what you could do. And we're like, okay, what are we gonna do? So we brought these 2 ladders in, and it was in this room, and it was the most god-awful performance in history. It was just Ryan and I, these 2 sat on the floor. So Ryan and I did the ladder part, and they're like, that was okay. We'll call you and let you know. But in our pockets, who here, just by raising their hand, is from Goffstown? You guys may remember that we came here 8 months ago and filmed our DVD, right? Here's where you guys come into play. So in my pocket, I get this DVD. I said, I know that before. Of course, we're sitting in front of the producers, all the big producers for the show. I said, here's the DVD. What you just saw was just a taste of it, because we can't set it all up. But check this out. And that's when you got you crazy kids in this stage. And they watched it, and then they called us and said, can you come to New York? We said, yeah, we go to New York. So we go to New York, and they said, you're going to audition, and you're on the first day in the morning, the first act of the entire season. And they, the judges, they go from New York to Chicago, Miami, Seattle, Houston, LA, Vegas, all these places. New York was the first city that the judges saw, and we were the very, very, very first act. Now, hold on. That's not the part that's good. So we auditioned for the show, big crowd, 1,500 people, downtown New York, and we're playing the ladder part. And I hear that buzzer go off. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's Pierce. And I'm like, hold on. And then I hear another buzzer go off. But I thought it was the DJ doing it. So I just kept playing. And we get done, and the judges said, Hasselhoff goes, you guys are a $5 band. No. Sharon said, you guys are cute. It's a yes. And Pierce said, sorry, we're not gonna do it. And they sent us home. So we're like, oh, that's okay. So we moved on. We're like, okay, so we didn't know any different. Like, I guess that's it. So we had a show in South Carolina the next day. So we get in our bus and we start driving, and we get about an hour outside of the city, and the phone rings. And I'm like, hello. I'm like, yeah, this is America's Got Talent. Do you guys want to come back and try that again? We had some technical difficulties. So, back to decision time, we pull over on the side of the road. Jimmy says, absolutely not, I'm not going back on that stage, that was the most embarrassing moment of my life. Right? Todd changed his mind and said, hell yeah, we'll do it. So, we sat there at a truck stop in New Jersey and said, well, we got this show that's paying us thousands of dollars down in South Carolina. Do we want to go play that show, or do we want to cancel it and go back and try it again, not knowing what our future holds? Long story short, we decide, we go back the next day, and then Hasselhoff says, yes. Sharon says, no. And Pierce goes, we'll give you a shot, but you got a long ways to go before you guys are anything. So then we make it to Vegas, 3 months later, and we get to Vegas to go through all that stuff, and then finally the judges say, you guys are in the top 40. We get to LA, and we're like, okay, we can't do the ladders, so what are we gonna do? We have to think of something that's really cool. So I'm like, what if we build a stage that rotates up? Is there any chance we can get one of those? And after a lot of deliberating, they said, sure. And at this point, we're like, all the papers, all the tabloids had us not even in the top like 30. Like, these guys, they went through all the reviews and like, they're last place, they're terrible. Because we saw the audition tape, they're terrible. And fair enough, because we're terrible. Until that stage came up. And then when we were done that show, there was a standing ovation from the judges. We were like, we get backstage, and there was 2 grown men crying. Jimmy and I are from Boston, we don't cry. So we get through that performance, and we move on. And they say, you've got a week to come up with an idea that's better than that. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna hit the junkyard, right? And I said, all we need to do is make a vehicle that splits in half and goes up in the air. Can you do one of those for us? And we remember, I mean, we begged and pleaded, can we play Highway Star from Deep Purple, please? And they kept saying, no. We begged and begged and begged. I said, it's the opening song to X-Watch Rock Band. Someone's gonna know who it is. So, we do that performance with the truck, which was the most insane thing ever. And we move on to the top 10. Then, like, how do you top this? We had 3 days to write the last performance. We advanced on a Wednesday night and dress rehearsals on a Sunday. And we're like, we have 3 days, and that's when it really got stressful because we were fighting backstage. We couldn't come up with an idea, and we said, you know what? Let's just play Wipeout and play our version of it, and we'll just write something. And that's when we came up with this crazy idea to build water into our set. And I'll tell you, when we got done, I said, if New Hampshire's not proud of this, then we can't do it anymore. So we're like, maybe we'll win this thing. And like, what is it? And I'm like, wait a second, but the finals at the same time as Monday Night Football. The Patriots cost us the win, but that's okay. We don't the Patriots do it. But, you know, it was an amazing experience. Over 100,000 acts, and we were in the top 3. That's pretty cool. And I just want to try to figure this one thing out. Our first performance ever was in this building. The first we ever did in our lives. In the auditorium. Is it still called the LGIA? Well, that's what it was last year. And we played that performance, and we came in 2nd place. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me how we came in 2nd place in Goffstown, but 3rd place in the whole country. We never can win those talent shows, we're never going to win it. But thank you so much. I mean, this has been so much for us. And we leave tomorrow, you may have not heard, but we landed our own show in Vegas, so that's cool. So everybody that wants to come to Vegas to see us, starting October 7th and 10th. So that's cool. And one of the reasons why we're here tonight is to give back to the arts. And we're setting up a scholarship fund that's going to be for kids that want to rock and roll without drugs and alcohol and all that crap.